Hi guys, happy Thursday. Alright, so yeah, today I'm going to get stabbed with the COVID vaccine, Pfizer. So I'm kind of excited, I'm happy, I'm very happy that I'm going to be able to actually protect my mother. So I kind of wanted to briefly go over and touch on magical lovemaking between witches, because, okay, so within traditional witchcraft, sexual induction is very much prevalent. I mean, it still goes on. I don't see an issue with that whatsoever. I never have. I've never seen an issue with that. But that's just because of the way I am, the way that I feel stuff. And it's just not anything negative. Like, you hear all these horror stories about people, being inducted and, sexually. And I honestly don't think it is, anything negative. I don't think it's anything bad. I think people use that to gaslight other people when they get sick of the coven and then they leave. So it's just stupid. It's really stupid. But when it comes between two people that really, really connect and you can feel that person, it's incredible. I mean, you don't even need sex. I mean, you do. Everybody does, because it's natural. It's human. It's organic. So you need it. It's a part of the human cosmology. It's how we're made up of. Yeah, that's how we're made up, basically. But when it becomes between two practitioners of the occult, or witchcraft, or traditional craft, or Wicca, whatever it is, when you're on an esoteric level with somebody and that energy matches yours, even the slightest conversation will stimulate your mind. But it will not only stimulate your mind, it will stimulate the body. So we have Kundalini it gets like a little, hey, wake up. And that kind of scares me, because Kundalini took me way far. And I went way too far with Kundalini. I wrote crazy books, Love Letters from Lucifer, which is 20 times worse than 50 Shades of Grey, which I love. I think it's incredible. So my trashiest book from a Kundalini experience came from, it was that. That's the best book that I have out. I was like, that's very interesting. So somebody's going to get a copy of that, because I think they might like it. I really think they might like it, because it's really actually kind of kinky. But I mean, spiritually, it is just incredible. The feelings, the sensations when you talk to somebody and, you have that connection. And, you're vibing, and you can literally feel what the other person's feeling, and it's really cool. Especially when you spend an entire day sending sexual energy to somebody, and they don't know it, and they do, and then they realize it throughout the day. They're like, oh, what is going on? What is going on? Yeah, so, I mean, it's incredible. I don't know, it makes things seem not so far away. It makes things seem just kind of closer, more in your energetic field, imprinted on you, in a sense, in a way. So it's magical. It really is magical. I mean, the conversations with somebody that you click with, like, right away. But, I mean, personally, I have never, ever had a relationship with another witch that I've been personally, intimately with. So I've never really experienced anything like that, aside from conversation. So, I mean, conversation stimulates the mind, and it stimulates the entire body. So if somebody can do that to you, it stimulates your mind, and then that stimulates the other parts of your body, and that gets those sensations coming, and that, really, it's like a tidal wave of, like, Aphrodite. She's standing in her clamshell, and that giant wave coming, so that is like a giant wave of every shade of love, every shade of intimacy, because, I mean, it's a huge spectrum. There's, being really kinky, being really, really, really kinky, and then, getting really, I mean, you just get it. You guys get it. I mean, I know you all get it, but it's just all over the spectrum, and it's incredible. But yeah, I mean, I don't even know how to explain. It's the mind. When somebody can mess with your mind, well, not mess with it, but play with it, I think that's a lot better than actually being played with, like physically touched, in some senses. But we always need that physical touch. But it is still incredible to actually feel that stimulation from just a simple hello, or a simple conversation, something very simple that you're talking about, that you're like on the same level with this other person, and you're like, holy crap. And then you think, okay, well, there's this synchronicity of I've known you before, I've been with you before. It's just seriously strange, and this kind of makes me think back to past lives, because when you talk to somebody that you're so everything feels so familiar. Like you have that, really honestly, like best friend lover in one. I've never had that. I've never experienced that. And then starting to talk to somebody, I'm very private, so I'm not going to tell you guys anything like that, who it is or what's going on. But I'm very happy, and I used to have resting bitch face, and now I'm smiling, and it's really hard. It's really weird. It's different. I'm not used to it. I'm used to my routine. I'm not used to being treated good. I'm not used to being, basically met at eye level with the spiritual knowledge, the esoteric knowledge that this other person, has. And it's like, okay, so when you talk to another witch, how do you guys feel? Have you guys ever experienced anything like that? I just think it's very sacred. It's something very sacred, and I don't think it should honestly be taken for granted. I think it should be pursued at its fullest. So for me, meeting another witch and having that, connection, and it's very strange because I've never had it, but it's incredible. It is literally incredible, and I don't even know what to say now because it's got me dumbfounded, and that breeze feels so good. It is so hot. But it's just, your psychic centers definitely pick that energy up. And when it's good energy, it gets you going, you get stuff done, you're happy, you're comfortable talking to whomever you're talking to, on that spiritual level. So you can go from like a joke, and then instantly to something very, very serious, and you can feel the energetic levels in you, and it's incredible. So have you guys ever experienced anything like that? Any of my subscribers, I don't know how many of you are on here, but there's quite a few of you. I've experienced it one time before. And I think it was some Wiccan thing. It was really ridiculous. It was some sevenfold kiss. But it was an energetic one. It was almost like the person came to me, but it wasn't anything like the mental stimulation that goes on, and then, the mental stimulation, and then that contributes to the physical sensations and stimulation, and, the happiness, and, the release of the dopamine naturally, and the release of serotonin. And, there's like a very good balance, between, the friendship, the potential love, partnership, and the spirituality. So it's all like a giant ball, and it just meshes. It just meshes. It comes and meshes with your own energy, and it doesn't feel bad. It feels really good. It feels natural. It feels strange because you never experienced that before. But I think it's incredible. I really honestly think it's incredible. So when you're, and then can you imagine talking to somebody and then having this kind of very sacred, it feels sacred to me, honestly. I do have a lot of trust issues. I worry about, if somebody else is going to, cheat on me, blah, blah, blah. And then you got to realize, okay, the past is the past. You're projecting, so I got to tell myself, okay, Ryan, you're projecting what has happened to you onto this other person that's not these other people in the past. So then that comes into play, and then you can really kind of push that out, and you can kind of integrate the new person's energy within your own, and you can really get a sense. So it's like throughout the day, you can send them like a lot of energy, and they feel it, and that's incredible. And I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to say about that. But the sevenfold kiss, we went over it through the traditional witchcraft. All the different, branches and, whatevers, the hive offs, I like that, within the children of Cain, and it's really incredible. But then I kind of think about, okay, like these coven masters, the man in black, which is the devil, quote, quote, yes, I use a lot of air quotes, I'm just going to put myself in quotation marks, right here. So it's kind of like that, it's that intimacy, it's that, you're picturing the Sabbath, you're picturing the orgiastic frenzies of Lupercalia, you're picturing all of this stuff, but it's all on a different level. It's completely friendship, it's completely almost best friendship, it's loyalty, there's that sexual energy, the sensual energy, there's, just every shade of, love and sensations that has to do with anything spiritual / sexual / love / friendship. So that, I mean, that's just kind of what's been going on lately. That's kind of what, has come about, and it's really weird. It's a really weird thing to have that connection with somebody. Never had it ever. I think maybe one time, and it lasted for about 2 minutes, and then that was it. So this has lasted a lot longer than that, but it's very amazing. So I don't know what it is. I don't know what snapped, but it brings out your best features. It brings out your best character. It brings out the good qualities in yourself. So it's just like, wow. It's wow. I don't know. So I don't know if that's something that, you guys ever experience when you've met somebody and you're talking and, you get that, it's like the honeymoon phase. And I do not think that, I don't put a lot of emphasis on the honeymoon phase where you feel totally blissful all the time, because, yeah, that's the dopamine being released, pleasure centers. But it's just really neat to have somebody be able to, you can play with each other's minds and hope the other person comes along with the journey and it works out. So instead of playing with somebody else's mind and being like, okay, I'm going to play with their mind and hopefully they get the joke. So that would be Eartha. Eartha Kitt did that. She's very good at being a tease. So it's all about that, putting out that energy when you're talking to that person, the tone, I mean everything. You notice the tone, you notice every single little word, every breath, every intake of air, every exhalation of air, and it's just incredible. And I can only imagine what kind of spiritual artwork could come out of that, because I can see all these different colors in my head, and I think I'm rambling. This is just going to be pure rambles. So yeah, it's pretty interesting, guys. It's really interesting. I mean, I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, there's a lot more. I'm gonna have to do some research, because there's a lot more to being with somebody than sexually being with somebody. But then you have the spiritual aspect where you're both, very devoted. So I'm obviously very devoted to my path, and I have been, and I place relationships aside. I'm like, no. But it changed. Maybe it changed a little bit. Okay, it changed a bunch. Like, bigger wow. But yeah. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about the, being with another, practitioner of your own craft? So, traditional witch, there's a lot of, traditional witchcraft within, other traditions, with other devotees of different paths. So, like, say, La Santísima Muerte, that aspect, curandero. I don't know if I said that right. The next book that I'm actually reading and taking notes about does go into that aspect. The very first chapter, the very first paragraph went into that chapter about the connection with those people and the connection with traditional witches. So, I mean, it just seems like, it's weird. It's really, really, really weird. I have not been focusing on anything like this. And I haven't. I've been very happy with being me. So it's like, like Eartha Kitt says, compromise for what? Fall in love with yourself and let somebody else enjoy, you being in love with you. And this other person, is obviously in love with themselves. So you get to enjoy each other. And it's like this just constant energy exchange that just happens, and it just keeps going and going back and forth. And it's incredible. I mean, it's incredible. So what do you guys think? I want your guys' opinions about this issue, about this topic, because I think it's beautiful. Alright, coffee talk. Yeah, it's been a very beautiful thing, and I don't even know how to... I don't know. I'm speechless for once, and you guys know that I'm not speechless much. Not that much. Okay, coffee talk. But yeah, little synchronicities and those feelings of, well, have I met you before? I know I've met you before. I can't explain that. I wish I could. I wish. Arith. Another shout out to Arith, the Eater of Hearts. I have to watch that. Oh, that was 3 months ago? I got a lot of videos of yours to catch up on, but you are amazing. So yeah, it's almost like, extending your energy through the phone, through all of these modern technological, electrical, whatever. I don't even know what I'm talking about. So yes, it's wonderful. It really is. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, but I hope so. And I don't think I've said anything derogative or, you know, perverted or, you know, enough to get me this video taken down. So, but yeah, it's just amazing. It's just an amazing experience when you finally find somebody that is on your level of vibration. No, well, maybe a pun intended, I don't know, because it's all mixed together. So, alright. Gustavo, say hi to your Jin and Santa Muerte. Es la Santísima Muerte. I said hello. Okay, Gustavo says, hola mama. And Gustavo says hi. Okay. I love you, my brother. Alright, Gustavo, coffee time now and pie. I've gotta go on a diet. I can't keep, you know, getting these pounds on me like I am. Okay, that's okay. You keep talking. Oh, I do talk a lot. I do. The horse. You're a wonderful brother. I love you. I love you too, my brother. Always. Always, always, always. Gustavo, I'm sending good energy for you. Get better right now. I just can't. I don't know what's going on. I'm trying to acclimate to what is going on with my grandpa, and it's finally kicking in, and I'm like, so it's really hard to get out of bed and do a lot of stuff. But then I wake up and things go back to normal a bit. So I'm trying, guys. I'm really trying. Hi, hello. Hi, Gustavo. Lupe, take care of yourself, Ryan. We will be here when you are ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I just have to get this over with. Vaccine today. Doctors yesterday. It was crazy. It's busy. So, alright, Kate the Witch, I love you so much. Don't worry, love, we will be here when you are recharged and ready to come back. Yeah, I do. I needed to plug myself back in and recharge. So, Tina J, hope you feel better. I love you with all my heart. You're amazing. You guys are so amazing. I love you all. Rhonda Berg, hello. Careless, Bitter Almonds. Bitter Almonds. I know who you are now, since I got your message. That's some scary stuff. The targeted individuals, that's some really scary stuff. It's like, once you're, into, you know, in a practicing, whatever, occult tradition, it's scary. It's very, very scary. But I don't care. They can come at me all they want. That's all I gotta say to those people. Soul of Thorns, hello, how are you? I mean, if somebody's gonna, you know, like, stalk me, gang stalk me or something like that, like, you know, or blacklist you or whatever, and target you, they better take a really damn good picture, and I better make sure I look my best. That's all I have to say about that one. Alright, my Tina J, I love you. My Kim Lehman, love you. Sheila Nagel, how are you, love? Yeah, just make sure your magic is yours. Personalize it. If it feels right, do it. That's all I gotta say. It's amazing, isn't it?
Chris?
Alright, guys. That is it for the day. So, sorry, I know I went crazy. But yeah, I'm going to research this topic more, and I really want to, you know, the energy of it all. You know, what goes into a really good friendship, and then a relationship, and then, you know, so on and so forth, and it can progress, and the progression of it all. You know, especially spiritually. So, it's just incredible. So, sorry if I'm happy and smiling. I hate it. I never do this, so please. My cheeks hurt. But yeah, if you guys want, you guys can go up here to mysticamber.com, put in my name, RYANE, all cap locks, and get 10% off everything you want. So, I will see you guys tomorrow. So, let me know what you guys think below, and I love you with all my heart, all the way from Venus. So tired. All the way back down. There we go. Just in case the Illuminati's watching me or somebody, you know, up there, targeted individual. There we go. I love you guys. Alright. So yeah, I will see you all tomorrow. And everybody have a good day. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I love you all.